Is there a limit for a global star like Jungkook BTS, who seemingly has everything, fame, wealth, and the love of millions of fans, yet still feels something missing in his life? This question lingers in the air when a private conversation between Jungkook and Jimin, leaked from within the military environment, captures the world's attention. What was supposed to be an ordinary night in the barracks suddenly turned into a deeply emotional moment, revealing the human side of two men who seem so strong on stage. Jungkook, known for his confidence and unshakable demeanor, expressed his feelings in a way he rarely does. "I want someone who truly understands me," he said, his usually confident voice wavering. "Not just Jungkook BTS, but the real Jungkook. Someone who can see all my flaws and still love me." Those words hit Jimin like a wave that came without warning, leaving him silent with a sad expression. How could a man who always seems so strong in the eyes of the public be so vulnerable in front of a friend? That night, Jimin was stunned to hear Jungkook's honest confession about his doubts. "I know I have many fans who love me, but is there someone out there who loves me as Jungkook, not just as an idol?" Jungkook's voice was full of worry. The atmosphere in the barracks fell silent, feeling the depth of the fear and doubt hidden by a man often portrayed as unshakable. In silence, Jimin felt his heart ache. He knew how difficult it was for Jungkook to open up like this. "Jungkook," he finally said, his voice hoarse. "I've felt the same way before. I've wondered if I'll find someone who loves me just as I am. But I believe if we stay true to ourselves, the right person will come in time." Jimin's words sounded like a comforting hug in the darkness for Jungkook, yet the doubt still wasn't entirely gone. "Hyung," Jungkook said, full of remorse, "I'm afraid I'll never find it. What if I'm too busy with work, too late in this not-so-normal life, so I lose the chance to love someone?" Jimin was shocked to see his friend cry, tears welling up in his eyes. "Kook, I didn't mean to make you sad." Jungkook hurriedly apologized, but Jimin shook his head. "That's not it, Kook. I just feel heavy seeing you bear this burden alone." That night, the usually joking and laughter-filled friends found themselves talking about something far deeper than just funny stories. In the dim light, they spoke about dreams, fears, and hopes, unearthing feelings that had been hidden for so long. Jimin, who had always been a comforter for everyone, felt a new responsibility. How could he help Jungkook find peace with his own feelings? Yet, those feelings didn't end with the night. The next day, as military routines resumed, Jimin continued to find ways to bring joy into their daily lives. He teased Jungkook, lightening the mood with funny stories, and even made plans for a meal together after they finished their military service. "You have to keep hoping, Kook," he said one day. "Life is too short to be spent in doubt." But there was one surprising moment for Jimin, one night after dinner, when Jungkook suddenly said, "Hyung, I think I know what I'm looking for." Jimin fell silent, waiting for further explanation. "I'm not looking for someone perfect. I just want someone who is willing to fight with me, to go through all the hardships and happiness together." Jimin felt his eyes well up with tears. "That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard, Kook," he said, "and I believe you will find it." Though Jungkook smiled faintly, he still looked full of doubt. "But Hyung, what about you? Have you found what you're looking for?" That question hit Jimin hard, forcing him to think about himself. That night, for the first time in a long while, they shared stories about their dreams, fears, and hopes. Under the quiet night sky, the two friends supported each other, reminding one another that even though the world doesn't always understand them, at least they have each other. This moment was a beautiful reminder that no matter how hard life gets, having someone who listens and understands us is an invaluable gift. And for Jungkook and Jimin, their friendship is the foundation on which they stand when the world feels too heavy. The big question still hangs in the air. Will Jungkook find what he's looking for? Will he continue to live with the doubts that haunt him? Only time can answer that, but one thing is certain. He won't go through this journey alone. With Jimin by his side, he knows he has someone who will always support him, whatever happens. And maybe, somewhere out there, someone is waiting for him. Could intimate stories between global stars, Jungkook and Jimin BTS, really happen as described? Or is this just a media concoction to draw attention? These questions continue to swirl in our minds after reading the article that depicts a deep conversation between these two friends, evoking emotions and raising many questions. We all know that celebrity life, especially for the globally renowned BTS members, is often exposed to a harsh spotlight. But is it realistic for two people who are always under such strict surveillance to openly express their personal fears about love and life as described in this article? Certainly, such interactions could be part of a deep relationship. But when exposed publicly in written form, the question is this really happening or just crafted to meet the needs of sensationalist media? Jungkook, known as a confident figure on stage, suddenly opened up about his personal fears and doubts. His expression of longing to find true love and accept himself as a person, not just as Jungkook BTS, describes a rarely seen human side. This moment was so intimate, it raised curiosity. Is Jungkook truly feeling all this? Or is he just trying to show a deeper side of himself to gain sympathy from fans and media? Jimin, who usually acts as a comforter among his friends, looked stunned and emotionally silent listening to Jungkook's confession. His reaction, depicted as holding back tears and staying calm in the face of his friend's confession, further raises questions. Is this the true expression of a loyal friend, or just drama crafted to enhance the emotional appeal of this story? Then there's a moment when Jungkook showed his small notebook full of emotional writings about his longing to find love and the fear of wasting time. The question arises, is Jungkook truly writing about his genuine feelings? Or is this a scenario prepared to draw public attention? Writing, often used as a therapeutic method, can appear very authentic, but here we must question whether it's intentionally exposed to add to the story's credibility. Even Jimin, who usually presents himself as a strong figure always ready to provide support, admits that he too has similar feelings. This moment makes us question, is this revealing a rarely seen side of their lives? Or merely a tool to strengthen the narrative that even K-pop stars can feel loneliness and longing? Faced with all this, we cannot help but question whether this story is just a product of sensationalism, created to boost popularity and add volume to the stories of these two global stars. Or is it truly depicting the reality of life behind the glittering stage? Certainly, many fans may view this as proof of the meaningful friendship between Jungkook and Jimin, but on the other hand, isn't this just a fabrication designed to evoke emotions and add drama to their careers? This article invites us not to simply believe every word written, but to think critically about what is really happening behind the scenes. Are we witnessing the actual truth, or just an illusion to draw attention? Perhaps only time can provide a definite answer, but one thing is certain. The discussion about this story shows that even the biggest stars are seeking deeper meaning in their lives. Question for readers. Do you believe that this conversation truly happened between Jungkook and Jimin BTS? Or is this just a media fabrication for sensation and attention? What do you think? Does this story reflect reality or just a hoax? Challenge yourself to think critically about what is really happening behind the scenes in this glittering world of K-pop. This writing is an invitation to reflect more deeply on the life behind the K-pop star stage and whether everything we see truly reflects reality or just sensationalism.